welcome to Rando Tech Info. So today we are unboxing the Oneplus 7 Pro. Now I know what some of you out there are thinking, why are you unboxing a phone from 2019 and why are you unboxing a phone that was released over a year ago? Well, one reason is I got some new equipment for the studio that I think will help me with my unboxings, and I'll explain that a little bit more later. But I wanted to test that out, so this gave me an excuse to do that. Another reason I'm choosing to unbox this device is I recently did a video, and if you're interested in watching it, you can find it up here, where I talk about how the best flagship phones of 2020 were released in 2019. I feel like 2019 phones just offer a lot better value, a lot better bang for your buck than the ones coming out this year. It's not to say that the ones coming out this year aren't better. They are in some incremental ways, but I don't really feel like there's a lot of big leaps. With this particular phone, it's kind of a unicorn. It's got the pop-up selfie camera, which is the only phone OnePlus has really done with the pop-up selfie camera is the Oneplus 7 Pro. The 7 Pro T also had it. This style is the only pop-up selfie camera OnePlus has ever done, and pop-up selfie cameras seem to be kind of going by the wayside anyway. So this phone's just very unique, and I've never really had a lot of hands-on experience with a phone with a pop-up selfie camera, so I thought this would be a good opportunity. In addition, I wanted to cover this phone specifically because it's being sold at T-Mobile on T-Mobile's website right now for $450, which is a very good value for this device. Now, you might watch this video later where this phone is no longer for sale on T-Mobile, but still, you can probably pick it up from somewhere else, maybe off of Swappa or eBay or somewhere used or refurbished, whatever, for an equally good price. So in 2020, I feel like this is still a very viable option as a phone, particularly as a flagship experience type phone. And lastly, I wanted to unbox this device because I'm a tech YouTuber and unboxings are cool. So as I mentioned earlier, I got some new gear for my studio, and this is it. It's a gooseneck phone holder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my secondary filming device right here, and that way you'll get a view of the unboxing, hopefully a nice stable view of the unboxing that way. In the past, I've had a head rig that I used for this filming device, and it was a little bit unstable, it was a little shaky, it was tough for me to keep the product in frame. So hopefully with this, it will be a little bit more of a consistent experience. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. As always, you got the little tape there. Make sure it's sealed. Want to make sure you guys know you're getting a legit unboxing. This has not been repackaged or anything like that. Not that any YouTuber would ever do that, but yeah. Okay, so have the traditional OnePlus packaging here, which I really like. For those of you who watch the channel know, I really like red, so I always like the fact that OnePlus does the red motif with their packaging. In fact, on the newer OnePlus devices, the outside is this color. They have these nice large elongated boxes. They're actually really attention grabbing. I kind of like the direction they've gone with that. This is kind of the last of the old OnePlus packaging. So let's see, we have that. Let's just get right to the phone. We don't care about what's in here. There's going to be stickers and a SIM card and all that junk. Let's just see what we think of the device. Okay, so we've got the phone here. I'm a big fan of flat phones, flat screens. I don't care for curved edges, but I don't particularly mind the curve on this. It's not crazy. I feel like on the new OnePlus phones, the 8s, that the curve is kind of nutso out of control. This one's not too bad. We'll turn it on here in just a sec and see. Okay, so let's see what's in here. Nothing. That's just a blank package. You've got, of course, the warp charger here, 30-watt warp charging on the OnePlus phones, which is great. And that brick comes in the box. And then you've got, of course, your orange, and I really like that OnePlus does this. They pack in the orange USB-C cables. Makes it real easy to find. It just kind of makes it unique instead of being white or black that you see on most devices. And that's about it. Let's go ahead and real quick, because it is an unboxing. We're supposed to be thorough, right? Oh, there's a case in here. I'm glad we opened this. Yeah, definitely wanted to do that because there's a case, which is nice. My OnePlus 7T, when I unboxed it, also had a case. So always nice to see because it gives you that extra protection until you get a different case, which is, you know, nice because you might drop the thing before you get a chance to go out and get another case. Nice thick card here to put your SIM tool in. That's actually really nice. So you can store your SIM card somewhere with a nice little piece of cardboard without it getting, without your SIM card tool getting lost. Got the SIM card in here because it did come from T-Mobile. If you buy it unlocked, I don't know that it'll come with a SIM card. Probably won't. You got the welcome start guide here. You know, just more paperwork. And then, of course, you know, you've got your stickers. Not a lot of stickers on this one. The 7T had felt like a lot more stickers than this one, but you know, who cares? Let's go ahead and put this in the case, and you can see it's got the slot up top here for the selfie camera. So, like I said, I'm really excited to try this thing out. Let's go ahead and put the case on. You know, the case really does kind of mitigate the curve. I feel like the accidental touches you might get off the curve. That's my big thing about not liking curved screens, is the accidental touch factor. So the fact that, you know, you can put a case on it and mitigate some of that is pretty nice. Let's go ahead and fire up this sucker. So you can see now we're all booted up. I'm going to have a look here in the app drawer. You can see there are a few apps in there, not a ton. OnePlus does a really nice job. They don't put in a ton of useless apps. Most of the apps that you get with Oxygen are apps that you probably want anyway. And what's really nice about Oxygen is most of them you can get rid of. So if you don't want these apps, they're not stuck on your phone, you can get rid of them. So I always like that. Let's try out this camera because that's really the thing. I'm excited to try here. Okay, so let's look up here. Let's switch on the selfie camera. Oh, that's cool. You know, it's funny, the case almost, I don't know if you can see this, the case almost comes up into the viewfinder, which is kind of interesting. It doesn't, but it's close. So let's try the drop feature. Apparently this thing has a drop feature that if you drop it, the selfie camera retracts. So I'll try to keep it in frame of the second camera as well. Huh, works perfectly. That wasn't even a very far drop either. You could see that. It was just from here to here, maybe a foot. Definitely came in, and then it gives you this little message. Free fall detected. The front camera has been lowered. Would you like to use the front camera again? Raise the camera, and boom, there it is. I like this. This is cool. I mean, the full screen that you get here. You know, the only issue that I think I might have with it is with face unlock. I feel like I do use face unlock on my 7T, and that's notched. Of course, that doesn't have the pop-up selfie. I do use face unlock for that, so I would be interested to see if you used face unlock for this, just like how quick that would be. So let's go ahead and test that out real quick, because I wonder if that would hurt the practicality of this thing. I know the other reason they didn't go with the pop-up selfie camera again is the IP rating. This phone doesn't have an IP rating. The newer OnePlus 8 Pro does. But Dave2D did a video about this phone where he kept it submerged. He did a 10-minute review with this phone submerged underwater the whole time, and it did not fail. It did not break. So I feel like it does have some pretty good water resistance even without the IP rating. But let's test this. Let's test the selfie camera with the face unlock. So I felt like I would be remiss if I didn't do a quick side-by-side comparison of the 7 Pro and the 7T. You've got the 7T over here and the 7 Pro over here. And I mean, when you turn one on, and I've got face unlock on this one, so boom,
Like, my lock screen didn't even come up. Like, it instantly jumped right to here. Okay, like when I hit the button, you didn't even see the lock screen. And then over here, I hit the power button, and it did take a second to unlock. Once again, is that going to be a deal breaker? I don't know. For a lot of people, probably not. It definitely won't be if you're a fingerprint person, but just something I thought I would mention. As you can tell here from the screen size, they're both incredibly similar. You do get a little bit more screen real estate over here, obviously, because of the lack of notch, so the screen doesn't have to black bar necessarily for certain apps to run. The notch is so small on the 7T, honestly, I don't really notice it, but you know, some people might. Notches do really bug some people, so if you're one of those people, then I think this could definitely be a preferred option.
Well, that does it for my unboxing of the OnePlus 7 Pro in 2020. If you have a OnePlus 7 Pro, please put down in the comments your experience with it, whether you like it or not, and whether you think it can give you a 2020 flagship experience. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Rando Tech Info, signing out.